Hi everyone, Mingyu Rinpoche, welcome to Hong Kong.
Thank
and
you.
I really enjoy your seminar today. It's just fantastic.
Thank you very much.
I just want to know, nowadays with life is very, very busy. In midst of all the chaos, all the busyness, all the different things we have to do, how do we find inner peace?
Yeah, I think when I was young, I had panics. So when I go into the very crowd and busy place, and I have to do so many things, like sometimes when my father was in Nepal, many people come, sometimes very important people come, sometimes a lot of movements. So for me, the most important is what I believe is the fundamental nature of our mind is always peaceful. It's like what I call it, it's like sky. Sky is always free, present, but then we have thought, feeling, emotion, stress, panic. It's like cloud. So they come in the sky, there's cloud, but no matter how the cloud is moved, the sky is always free and present, right? So somehow we need to connect with the sky, inner sky. So how do that? Normally I do through meditation. So there's one particular meditation, what we call open awareness, meaning you just let your mind be as it is.
Just let the mind rest as it is.
As it is, yeah. One time I have one colleague, so he was together with me, we studied together. Then later he went to America. Then he's become yellow cap diver in New York City.
That's a very busy job.
Very busy job. So one time I was in New York, and he said, I will take you in New York City, because he knows many places. And I went with him. And he looks very busy. And I asked him, how do you feel? Because you're driving a car, and every day you meet new passenger, right? The clients, they come and go and come. Some might be very talkative, some might be very mean, some very nice. How you deal with them? He said, I just let them come, let them go.
Wow.
My goal is, I want to take them safely to the destination, but I don't care the rest.
Wow.
So it's just open, let them come, let them go. So I think for me, this is really important.
So this is like thought, isn't it? The arising of thoughts and the dissolving of thought back into space.
Yes. Arise and don't hold it. Let change and let dissolve. Don't block it. The problem is if you have some thought, oh, something wrong, and your mind grab it. Then we make lot of extra story. Then small problem become big. We are making more as like mountain, right?
So we just observe it with pure awareness without labeling it.
Yeah, it's almost like you just be, like just you don't need to do anything, just be. So when you be, your mind is always present and clear. Even you feel unclear, the unclear is clarity.
Wow, that's wonderfully put. I remember this book with co-author how many years ago? Since 2010. There's one passage we mentioned which is really inspiring. You mentioned that joy is not outside, but joy is within you. How do you put it into today's context? Do we have to look for happiness, or is joy already within?
Yeah, so for me, like joy is already within, like our fundamental nature of mind. There's what we call awareness. So awareness is like sky. No matter how cloud, it doesn't change. And not only that, we all have love and compassion. We all have wisdom. We all have skills, capability. Every one of us, all of us unique. So I think the most important is once you begin to recognize this within you, then the happiness comes inside. And that kind of like contentment, gratitude, appreciation, when they comes inside, then no need to depend totally on the outside circumstances, right? But normally we feel like inside is a little bit empty, then we always look for stimulation, want to hold on something. So then that happiness is like what I call stock market. Like
Stock market.
up and down.
And that's like a metaphor you mentioned about the sky and the cloud. The cloud may be perceived as the thought and the emotions,
Yeah.
whereas the sky it's our pure awareness, which is the essence of who we are.
Yes. That awareness is clear and present all the time actually. And that awareness is infused with love and compassion. And the wisdom, they all are one actually, our fundamental quality. So, so that's the recognition or to connect with that one is the real source of happiness.
And also remember in the book you said why people are not happy is because of their expectation.
All right.
And can you elaborate on that? Why
Yeah.
people are not happy with
Yeah.
the expectation?
Yeah, so what we call this craving, expectation, grasping is more high than actually you are. Even though you have everything, you cannot satisfy. So there's one story when I was young. My father told me one story. So the story was when Buddha was in India, and Buddha went to baking food, in the town. Then on the road, one of the Buddha's student found precious diamond, one piece of diamond, like shining. It's in the morning, and then they offered Buddha. Buddha said, "Oh, today I will give this the poorest person in this valley." So the student thought, "Oh, who's that?" And then they follow, and then the king come, and the Buddha give this to king.
Oh, really?
And student was very confused. You said you will give the poorest person in this valley, but now you give to the king. He's the richest one. And Buddha said, he always think I'm not enough. I need more.
Wow.
So he is the poorest person.
Wow.
So when we don't appreciate, when we are not kind of like gratitude whatever we have, then even though we have, we feel like we have nothing, right?
So it's the contentment.
Contentment.
What about
appreciation?
Appreciation.
Yes.
What about Mingyur Rinpoche in today's world? For those living in the world, they need to make a living, pay the bills, feed their family. How do you strike a balance between the material and the spiritual aspect of life, in which we can have certain expectation, but not over-expecting?
Yeah, I think most important is we all have some kind of like feeling of longing, the what we want to do. That the inner feeling is different, each one. So you try to listen that one first, and do it what you really gut feeling wants. If you follow that, you feel more happy, and also material-wise become more also successful. So of course we need to take care everything, but at the same time you find your real quality, your inner, the
Inner
basic
calling.
The real quality. The inner calling is connected with your true nature, the awareness, compassion, skills, wisdom, which is within you all the time, right? So when we listen to our heart, they may connect with your true quality. And then through that, whatever you do, then become more beneficial, more successful, more benefit for you, for family, for everything.
That's beautifully put. Thank you so much for your time today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay in Hong
Yes,
Kong.
thank you very much.
Thank you, Mingyur Rinpoche.